Hi everyone, it's me Lubna. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2024. This video is dedicated to my beloved, and the topic of this video is going to be about the essence of a genius, or in other words, what it means to be a genius. And I wanted to talk about this topic in relation to a passage that I read in this book that I've been reading, Power versus Force, The Hidden Determinants of Human Behavior by the psychiatrist and spiritual teacher David Hawkins, MD, PhD. And I already brought up this book in some of my recent videos, as it is the book that I'm currently reading. But yesterday I read a passage that really moved me, that talked about what it means to be a genius in today's world, and how genius is related to internal power and the essence of a human being and what his or her internal qualities are. And I wanted to go ahead and read that passage aloud to you right now. It's kind of long, so I hope that you stay around to listen to all of it. One of the problems in attempting to understand genius is that it takes near genius to recognize it. The world frequently fails to identify genius altogether. Society often gives acclaim to the work of genius without noting the intrinsic genius of its creation. Until one acknowledges the genius within oneself, one will have great difficulty recognizing it in others. We can only see without that which we realize within. In recent times, for example, Mikhail Gorbachev has been the subject of enormous worldwide attention, but the world did not really acknowledge his intrinsic genius. Single-handedly, in only a few short years, he completely revolutionized one of the greatest empires on earth, and his only sources of power were his inspiration and vision. Genius is one of the greatest untapped resources of our society. It is no more specific than it is personal. People of great gifts not infrequently have multiple talents. A genius may be a genius in different realms and might have answers to a diversity of problems. Society suffers a great loss because it does not know how to nurture its geniuses. They do not actually cost much to maintain. The source of genius is impersonal, and true genius is seldom interested in money or fame. But society, in fact, is often either indifferent or hostile to genius. The lifestyle of those whom we term genius is typically simple. Genius is characterized by an appreciation for resources and the economy of ingenuity, because the genius values life and sees the intrinsic worth of all its expressions. Inasmuch as time and resources are precious, doing more than is necessary is viewed as a waste. Therefore, people of genius often lead very quiet lives and only reluctantly sally forth when there is a cause that must be supported. There is no need to get when you already have. Genius, because it is in touch with an endless source of supply, experiences only a minimum of need. Such simplicity seems a common characteristic of true success in general. The basis of this non-materiality, this seeming naivete, is a radical understanding of the nature of the universe itself. That which supports life is supported by life. Survival is thus effortless, and giving and receiving are one and the same thing. And I could go on because he goes on to talk about how geniuses are interpreted as being unconventional, and also about how geniuses are not interested in stardom or fame. But I wanted to just talk about what I have just read to you, and particularly about how a lot of geniuses are not recognized or appreciated by society. And I wanted to talk about it in relation to some things that I've experienced personally. As you might know from watching some of my recent videos, I completed 3 years of medical school, but had to stop for a certain reason. They would not let me continue. and it was related to my academic performance. However, I strongly believe that I am very intelligent, and I know things, and I understand things. I like to read books and share what I learn from them in my videos, and also just talk about topics from quotes or from my personal life and my observations. But I don't receive recognition, and I don't really need recognition for the things that I share in my videos. However, it's just a little, it makes me a little confused and upset when I see that a lot of people who are in positions of power are not very intelligent, or I should say, they don't have the inner qualities of a genius or a creative person or somebody who has inner power. And it is an unfortunate truth that a lot of people who are very smart and intelligent in the world and who have a lot of potential never get the opportunity to realize their potential because of the circumstances around them and the lack of the ability to move on in the field that they've chosen. And it's just, there are always limitations, and a lot of limitations come from society not recognizing its geniuses. But the joy in being an intelligent person is just being that, just being the thing itself is so fulfilling, because it colors your whole world when you know things, when you understand things, and when you're able to create something or synthesize concepts that you've learned about, whether on your own or through school or through your job or through your personal life experiences. It is completely life-changing when you are able to see things in a different way and in a unique way. And it's just so different being intelligent and being educated and being smart for yourself, even if nobody recognizes it and even if nobody knows. Just being a genius is a reward in and of itself. And I believe that everyone has genius inside of them, their own unique genius, but a lot of it is either suppressed or they are discouraged from following their genius and cultivating their genius. But I wanted to encourage you through my video to find the genius within you. What are you good at, and what brings you power and gives you internal power, and what can you contribute to humanity that is unique to your person and your soul? Anyway, that is just what I wanted to share from the book that I've been reading by Dr. Hawkins, and it's just food for thought about what it means to be a genius and how you can become a genius within yourself and not to worry about if anyone recognizes you or not. Just become the best version of yourself that you can be. And that is what it means to be a genius, in my opinion. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my video today. I hope that it inspired you to find the genius within yourself and cultivate that. And I want to wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.